My stepbrother kicked down my bedroom door at 3 a.m. He screamed, "I want his room and I want it now." He was 26 years old, not a kid throwing a fit. A grown man with a beard and a job he couldn't keep, standing in a hallway he'd lived in for 2 years, fists at his sides, certain my bedroom, the one I'd slept in since I was 9, was rightfully his. I was 29, visiting for my mother's birthday weekend. I had an apartment across town. I had a life. Let me back up. My mom, Diane, 56, raised me alone in the house her mother left her. 3-bedroom craftsman, original floors, a kitchen window with a crack in the corner that had been there since I was 12. I grew up in that house. I knew every sound it made at night. She met Garrett when I was 22, project manager, 51, calm in the way of someone who'd stopped needing to prove things. Good man. His son Brixton, 23 when they started dating, was a different story. Brixton showed up 22 minutes late to our first dinner, sat down without apologizing, interrupted everyone at the table before they finished a sentence. Not to argue, just because his sentence always came next in his head. He was 23 going on 14, completely convinced the world organized itself around his comfort. I told myself he'd grow out of it. When Garrett and Brixton moved in after the wedding, the guest room became his room. Bigger room than mine. Walk-in closet, garden view, 40 more square feet. My room stayed mine. I visited constantly. 2 weeks every August, every holiday. I had a drawer in the dresser and a toothbrush in the bathroom. Brixton walked the house and decided my room was better. 4 months after the wedding, I woke up Thanksgiving morning to Brixton sitting at my desk playing a game at full volume on my monitor at 8 in the morning, while I'd been asleep in the same room. "Your monitor is bigger," he said. I told him to leave. He sighed, unplugged his controller, came down to breakfast 20 minutes later, cheerful and chatting like nothing had happened. Easter, I came back from the shower to find 3 of his coats on the hooks inside my door. A pea coat, a Patagonia fleece, a raincoat with a broken zipper. I put them in the hallway. He looked at the pile and said, "Did you move my stuff?" I said the hooks were in my room. He took the coats back without a word. That summer, my mom mentioned Brixton had been sleeping in my room while I was away. A few nights a week, she said. She thought I knew. I added a note on my phone. Date. What happened? Every time. October. I went for a morning run. Came back to find his entire gaming setup. Tower, keyboard, mouse, 3 cords plugged into my power strip, headset on my pillow, moved to my desk while I was out for an hour. I stacked it in the hallway. He came upstairs and said, "I was bored. Your desk is bigger." That October, he finally said it directly. Back porch, Saturday evening. He sat down across from me and said without any preamble, "I want to switch rooms." I said no. He said, "It's not like you even live here." I said, "The room is mine." That's the end of this conversation. He went inside. He was not done. He asked my mother directly to force me to give it to him. She refused. He texted me 7 times over the next few months. The last one, sent at 11 p.m. on a Wednesday, ended, "You're being selfish, and everyone knows it. They just won't say it to your face." I saved every single one. Then came my mother's birthday weekend. I got in Friday, said hello, went to bed. Saturday was fine. He came home at 11:30 Saturday night. At 3:14 a.m., a sound woke me up. My bedroom door had just come off the upper hinge. He was standing in the frame, sweatpants, breathing hard, and then he opened his mouth.